All right, book recommendations 2024. Okay, so if you're unsure of what to read this year, or if you're overwhelmed by the abundance of choices that are out there, or if you're a writer, a content creator, or you just want to gain a deeper understanding of the world around us, I've narrowed it down to books that I think will be good for writers, content creators, synthesizers, or like I said, anyone who just wants to develop a deeper understanding of our current cultural landscape. So, without further ado, let's get into it. And to keep in mind, most of these books I've read, some I'm just getting into, but the ones I'm just getting into, I think will still be worth your time. So, first up on the list, Choose Your Enemies Wisely by Patrick Bet-David. Man, PBD, dude's a legend. He's talked to all the big names in the legacy as well as the digital media landscape. This is for good for anyone, writers, entrepreneurs, anyone who's just starting a business. This bad boy right here, I highly recommend it. I've just started getting into it, but I can already tell it's going to be well worth the read. I'm about, let's see, a chapter in just about. So, yeah, this will provide a roadmap or a blueprint for anyone who has an entrepreneurial venture that they're launching, or a business that they're starting, or anyone who wants to be a content creator or anything like that. If you're an entrepreneur, an intrapreneur, as they say, a solopreneur, whatever the case may be, highly, highly recommend this book right here. Choose Your Enemies Wisely. Very unique approach to starting a business. All right, so number two, we got Mafia Democracy by Michael Franzese. This guy, he's another legend in the game. Michael Franzese, he's a former mob boss turned author, speaker, life coach. He's got his own YouTube channel. It's freaking great. But this right here, for those who want to dive into how our government works and to who want to gain a deeper understanding of our current political landscape and how it basically operates like a crime family, check this book out right here. And Michael Franzese, he's a very credible individual. You know, he has a wide, vast array of experience across multiple domains. So I'd check it out ASAP. Mafia Democracy. It's a great book. All right, so next up on the list, number three, we got The Boy Crisis by Dr. Warren Farrell, and Dr. John Gray. The Boy Crisis, well, let me start off by saying this. I don't think it's controversial to say that young men are struggling right now. Or maybe it is controversial to say, honestly, everything's controversial right now. But this breaks down the struggle that young men are facing across the Western world, across multiple domains, from physical health to mental health to emotional health to educationally, economically, the absence of strong male role models in the lives of young men and how detrimental that is. I first discovered this gentleman, the author, Dr. Warren Farrell, on Dr. Jordan Peterson's pod. I really took to the guy. He seemed like a good faith operator, and he's a former male feminist, which surprised me, but he seems to be a good faith operator, and he provides a lot of statistics and data, and even provides possible solutions to boot. So this is a great book for anyone who wants to gain a deeper understanding on the crisis facing young men in America and across the Western world. Highly, highly recommend this bad boy right here. All right, so number four, The Art and Business of Online Writing by Nicholas Cole. Now, this bad boy dropped a couple years back, I believe, but this is for anyone who wants to get into online writing. For anyone who wants to get into digital writing, online writing, this book is an absolute must because it breaks down everything from how to find what you should write about, to how to craft compelling headlines, to what platforms you should be posting on, what various writing frameworks that you can use, how to cross-purpose your content. It goes on and on. It's a dope book. Check this bad boy out. All right, so next up, we got Influence by Robert Cialdini. Yeah, I'm sure you've probably heard of this. If you're in the marketing space, or if you're in the copywriting or marketing space or digital marketing space, I know you've heard of this bad boy right here. If you haven't read this bad boy, check it out. So given that we're moving more and more into the digital world as the creator economy continues to grow, for anyone who wants to create content online, we have to learn the evergreen skills of learning how to market and sell, right? Whether it be a product or a service, or you just want to market your brand. This book breaks down the necessary ingredients that one needs to market themselves. Now, this applies to business, to life, to the digital domain. It's a must read. Influence by Robert Cialdini. Check that out when you get a chance. All right. Next up, we got The Crowd, A Study of the Popular Mind by Gustave Le Bon. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I hope I'm not butchering that. But anyway, for those who want to understand group dynamics, for those who want a deeper insight into groupthink and how they are manipulated and what drives them, I highly recommend it. It's very fascinating. It'll help you understand how to avoid the pitfalls of groupthink, how large swaths of the populace can be misguided. Many leaders throughout history have used this book, the techniques in this book, to manipulate the masses. So if you want to avoid all that, if you want to remain an individual, read this book, learn to think for yourself, learn to defend yourself from those who want to use your emotions against you. Obviously, use whatever you learn in this book for ethical purposes only. Use your knowledge for good, not evil, always. All right, so moving on, another book about crowds, except it's called The Madness of Crowds by Douglas Murray. So probably one of the best books I've read in regards to the problems we are currently facing in the Western world. We've devolved into playing group identity politics in a state of toxic tribalism. This will open your eyes to the hypocrisy of our current culture and help you navigate it with objectivity and an individual worldview. I highly recommend it to anyone, writer, creator, or not. We all got to live in this world, and it's best we live in this world with our eyes wide open. So, last but not least, we got Tribe by Sebastian Junger. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Junger or Hunger, I'm not 100% sure. I seen this guy on Joe Rogan's podcast. I was working on a screenplay that required me to dive deeply into the mentality of tribes and groupthink. But this book really breaks down what it means to want to belong to a tribe, what it means to be our need as individuals to be part of a community, right? And contribute value to that community. In our current Western world, we've grown more and more isolated. So the thing is, as the need to survive no longer depends upon our belonging to a tribe in the way that it used to, our desire to belong currently manifests in the Western landscape in various ways. Like I think a lot of the problems of isolation contribute to drug use and just a lack of meaning, a lack of purpose, all kinds of problems. But he uses military veterans as an example, how the PTSD they suffer not only comes from the atrocities that they've witnessed, but the PTSD they suffer comes from the loss of camaraderie and that tribal belonging that was so inherent to their identity and just their lives. Like, while the societal progress we've made is great, we all need to belong to a tribe, to a community, and that's largely been lost across the Western world. So check it out if you haven't. One more time, Tribe by Sebastian Junger. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. All right, so these are honestly 8 books I would highly recommend you to read in 2024. For various reasons. Like I said, if you're a writer, a content creator, a synthesizer, or you just want to gain a deeper understanding of our current cultural landscape, those are books I highly recommend. Go through them one more time. Tribe by Sebastian Junger, The Madness of Crowds by Douglas Murray, The Crowd, A Study of the Popular Mind, Influence, A Psychology of Persuasion, The Art and Business of Online Writing, The Boy Crisis, yeah, that bad boy right there, Mafia Democracy, and Choose Your Enemies Wisely by Patrick Bet-David. Yeah, if you're a, like I said, content creator, synthesizer, anyone looking to start a business, or you just want to gain a deeper understanding of the world. My camera just fell. My phone just fell. I need to buy a freaking camera stand. It's all good. I will get one soon, hopefully. I didn't decide to do this video until recently, as a matter of fact, because I was using the Canva app to create thumbnails, and I was practicing creating a thumbnail. So you'll see in the thumbnail that what I'm wearing is different than what I'm wearing right now. That's because I created the thumbnail a few days back, and I'm basically creating this video in accordance with that, but I thought it would be useful to share these book recommendations with you for anyone who wants to figure out what books they should read for the rest of this year. But anyway, that's it for today. I'll probably be dropping another video tomorrow morning. I'll be doing one of those drive around in my car and freestyle a topic vlogs. But yeah, I hope you found that useful. These are books I highly, highly recommend. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave comments down below. On YouTube, I only got 4 subscribers. On Rumble, I don't have any. I subscribe to myself on Rumble, so I got 1 subscriber. So thank you, Justin, for subscribing to my Rumble, and thank you to my 4 subscribers on YouTube. You guys are the best. That's it for now. So yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.